getting left with the bag, the hot potato, drawing the short straw, basically getting stuck with all the work and everybody else kind of pieced out. And it's a lot of work because it's the 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands. You guys, for some reason, are responsible for it. Now, the Fool tells me that you are alone in this because everybody else ditched you. 10 of Swords. On the bottom, we have the 4 of Cups and then the 3 of Cups. It's like, you're just standing there like, where did everybody go? Shit, like, this is a lot of work for one person. Interesting. Let's pull some Oracle cards. It also has kind of like that vibe of when someone asks for a volunteer and everybody else takes a step back and you're left as the person who's just standing there, and you end up being the volunteer. Kind of has those vibes. Come on, give me something else. Holy shit. Wow. The number 7 and the ear is what goes around comes around. The number 7 is kind of like a number for karma, and the ear is the opinion that others have of you. So there is something here to harken back to your actions. You did something that either pissed people off, put people off, or got people not on your side, and then people ditched, and now you're left holding the bag and you have all this work all to yourself. On the bottom, we have Libra. This is fairness. It is karmic justice. So you did do something that warrants this response, and it's not unfair. It is kind of like cause and effect. Underneath that is the mask, which is actually very factual, very much cause and effect. It is plain as day. It's cut and dry. So you did it to yourself. Basically, it's kind of like what the cards are saying. Sorry, but that is what the cards are saying. Let's just see what the next couple cards are. Yeah, it's that there's currently a negative opinion of you. We have the Mouth, Scorpio, and the Book. People don't like what you've done. They don't, whatever it is, the book, the knowledge that they have of you is negative. It's bad. And it is due to, word of mouth, right? The mouth here. Let's pull some advice and see if we can find out more and get some advice on what you guys should do about this. Now, keep in mind, this could be somebody else in your life. This doesn't necessarily have to be you. It can be somebody in your energetic field, just another person you're dealing with. Any advice here for Cancer? Wow. So the first card that came out was Death. So the primary message here is change your ways. Change the way you behave or the way that you engage with people. 3 of Cups. And so that, they don't have a sour taste in their mouth. That is the 5 of Cups. You leave people with the sour taste in their mouth. They have a negative opinion of you. That's just seems to be what the cards are saying, and you need to just change the way you come across to people, so that opinion changes. There's a bit of a PR aspect to this, because the way that you're going, it's not going to work. It's like you make enemies. Look at this, 5 of Swords. The way that you act towards people currently is you just make enemies, and that's why you're left alone with a lot of work. This can also be at home too. If you make enemies at home and you end up having to do all the chores by yourself, it doesn't necessarily have to be at work. I'm just saying that it seems more skewed towards the work environment. Okay, let's see what we get out of the Oracle card. Anything else for advice? Wow, okay, this is a little bit even more tough love here because the message is saying that you needed to do this, you needed to go through this so that you ended up having to go through the hands-on experience and learning what other people had to go through. Maybe you're the boss and you've always just relied on other people, and this one time you really put people off and they left you to do, everybody called out. So you were left to do it yourself, but you needed to go through it so you could learn how hard the job was, so you could be a better manager, so you could be a better supervisor, so you could be more understanding about the difficulties that the people go through. That's the number 5 and the number 8. Now looking here with Libra, Neptune, and Taurus, this is kind of having to rough it for the sake of learning what is right and fair. Libra is fairness. Neptune is a sense of spirituality and compassion for people, a higher sense of compassion for the work, for the grunt work. It's like when you're like the lowest level employee, that sucks. And I think that all people who are above that need to have some sense of compassion for how little creative input you get, for how little wiggle room you have, flexibility you have. That is the worst place to be in. Taurus, being at the bottom. And you needed to go through this experience on some level so that you could learn, so you could be put in the position of roughing it, so you could have more compassion for other people. All right, that is your message, Cancer signs. I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope I didn't push any buttons, but whatever. Thank you guys for being here. I always appreciate you being here, taking interest in my videos. If you want to see more videos, don't forget to follow the channel.